Hello everyone, this is Max. Max is an 18-year-old poodle and he does have a sarcoma on his front left elbow there. He is here today for a full grooming because he desperately needs it. His usual groomer is his vet, but they are booked out very far in advance, so the owners have asked if I can care for their dog. They are very concerned about having him groomed considering his age and his condition. He is also blind and deaf. So I am going to work as quickly as possible today to get him completed safely and get him home and happy for the holidays. The owners want him shaved right down because that's the best thing to do for him so that it takes a long time for it to grow back out and he doesn't have to see the groomer for a long period of time. So let's see how he is. I was going to put him in my hanging harness because 18 years old, obviously there's got to be some type of mobility issues happening there. But because of the location of his sarcoma, I think that the hanging harness might put pressure on it, which is something we don't want to do. So hopefully his mobility isn't too bad and he's able to stand for this with the help of the belly band. When dogs are really old like this, their skin becomes very thin and it's easier to injure them when you're grooming them, which is probably part of the reason why the owners were nervous about having him groomed somewhere new. He does have some moles that I'm going to do my best to try and avoid. I am going to forget the entire time I'm grooming him that he's deaf, and I'm probably going to talk to him because that's just what I'm used to doing. You can tell he's obviously very nervous by the fact that he's panting. I'm sure being in a new place, not knowing the smells and not being able to see or hear is a bit stressful for him. Doing this front leg is definitely going to be a bit stressful just because I'm sure his leg probably hurts from this tumor. I don't want to cause him any additional pain. And I also don't want to cut the tumor. So yeah, this is posing to be a little bit stressful. It's okay, it's okay. She said that he does not like his nails being done and advised me that I might have to muzzle him. So if he bites for that, he may very well bite for touching this. I just switched over to a 10 blade because this does have some matting on it and I don't want to cut the skin. Wow, okay. So you can visibly see a lot of veins here, and I think if this area got cut, it would be really dangerous. So this is a little bit nerve-wracking. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So there's still some matting under his armpit, which don't really know how I'm gonna pull his leg away from his body to shave underneath there without causing him potential pain. So I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do there. Another obstacle is that he's not inside of his lipstick, if you know what I mean, and it's not going to go back in, so I have to try to shave this area without hitting that very fragile part of his reproductive organs. It's okay, it's okay. And it does not help when they move, that's for sure. Poodles, I swear, live a very long time. It's not uncommon for them to reach 18. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. And he has fleas. I thought he had fleas because I saw a lot of flea dirt on him. But now it's been confirmed. I just saw a walking flea. So we really don't want to shave dogs before we give them a flea bath, because now our equipment and our entire place is infected. Unfortunately for this dog here, I cannot just put him in the bath and give him a flea bath. He is way too old. I don't want to put him through all that. I am going to give him a flea bath, but I prefer if he didn't have any hair, so that he dries very quick and the bath is very quick and it's not stressful for him, and cause the hair to become even more matted than what it already is. So I'm not gonna have a choice. I'm just gonna have to flea bomb my shop afterwards, disinfect everything, disinfect my equipment, and basically hope for the best. But yes, you have fleas, sir. Great. No, no, no. Please don't bite me too, okay? I appreciate it if you didn't bite me. You can see all the flea dirt on his head here, and that's where a lot of them are. This could explain also why he's a bit matted, because he's been scratching and licking, although I'm not sure how much he's able to do that with his age. Probably a lot of work. Can I see your face? No. Oh, you're gonna bite. Great. How am I gonna shave your face if you're gonna bite? That's what I'd like to know. You can see a flea there. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but it is moving, crawling up the butt, the pup. It's okay, buddy. I know you can't hear a word that I'm saying. You let me touch your leg or no? I don't want to muzzle you, buddy. You're old. Don't make me do that. I don't really care what this haircut looks like at the end, to be completely honest. I just want him to be clean and feeling better and not itchy anymore, because I'm going to get rid of those fleas for him. Although the owners will have to follow up with a topical flea or oral flea medication. I can understand why maybe this dog has fleas, because at 18 years old maybe they're afraid to give him flea meds, because it is essentially a chemical and a pesticide basically. So I could see why they'd be a little bit concerned about giving that to him, in the event that it could make him sick, or maybe his body wouldn't be able to handle the chemicals. However, we also can't have our pets living with fleas, because that can also cause illnesses such as anemia if they're drinking his blood, especially when he's this old. So either way, topical flea or oral flea medication is going to be the best thing for him, since he has fleas. The flea bath that I'm going to give him will not kill eggs. It will only kill adult live fleas. So the eggs will just hatch and then reinfest him again, basically. So the only way to get rid of his fleas is to also give him flea medication. People ask me all the time. I get tons of emails of people asking me, how do I get rid of my pet's fleas? And unfortunately, the only way to get rid of your pet's fleas is to see your vet. Unless you live in an area that sells topical or oral flea medication that actually works, because there's a lot of those flea medications at the pet store that actually don't work and do more harm than good. So you have to make sure you're getting a brand that is safe, and there's no better way to do that than to go to your vet. The fleas seem to be really living on this dog's head and ears more than anywhere else on his body. You poor thing. Okay, you're gonna let me shave your face, or are you gonna be mean? Because I saw you being mean, and I don't like it. Today is not a day of which I would like to get bit by an 18-year-old poodle, okay? Come here. Okay, you're gonna let me pet you? Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Please don't bite. No, no, no. No. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, I would like to know how they managed to shave your face before if you bite. I don't get it. Because he showed me a picture and you had a shaved face. So clearly you've had this done before. I don't get it. Can you explain? Were you sedated? Is that why? No, no. Shh. I really want to shave your face because I need to put a lot of Flea shampoo on it. Okay, you know what? The last time I did this one very old dog that was not well behaved for grooming, she seemed to be better after I bathed her. So maybe I will bathe him and then in the tub I will try to trim his face again, like I did the last one because it worked. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm gonna give him a flea bath. Hopefully you let me wash your face because it definitely needs to be washed. Sorry, buddy. So I need to put the Flea shampoo on his head first because the fleas will travel up here, although it seems like they're already living up here, to hide from the shampoo. And they'll actually hide inside the ears as well. No, we typically don't want this around the eyes. So the mouth, the ears, the head, and then just not around the eyes. I'm sorry, buddy. See, he is letting me touch his face in the tub, so I'm hoping I'll be able to trim it while it's wet. So I already am seeing a lot of unalive fleas. And I have to use the term unalive on social media because I'm not allowed to use the real term for some very strange reason. We are talking about fleas here, not humans. It's okay. It's all right. For an 18-year-old dog, he is pretty spry and strong and healthy. Like, he doesn't look super skinny and bony like a lot of them do at this age. He hasn't, I've been able to pick up every leg without him falling over, so he has pretty good stability. I'm pretty impressed with that, Mr. Max. Poor old man. So while he is in the tub, I'm gonna try to trim some of that hair on his face with scissors. I don't know that he's gonna let me, but we really gotta try to get some of this off. Okay, you let me do it before. You let me do it now? It's okay. It's okay. How come you let me do it with the water on and now you won't? How come? You're one strong little dog, even at 18. Oh, don't bite me. I don't want to be bit. No. Okay, okay, come on. Nope. He says, leave me alone. Okay, he is going in the crate dryer. I'm definitely not blow drying him with the dryer itself. I think that would really upset him. So I'm gonna give him a good towel dry and then put him in the crate. Hopefully we got at least some of the hair off of his face. And while he is in the crate drying, I am going to disinfect all of my equipment, vacuum, wipe down the table, everything I need to do, even though he technically still has flea eggs on him. And then I'm gonna have to do it again when he leaves. Being blind, he doesn't see me coming at him when I'm doing his face, and that's probably the reason why he's trying to bite, because he doesn't know what I'm doing. Okay, he is dry, and now I'm going to go over him with the 7. Fortunately, Max is the only dog I'm doing today, so I don't have to worry about the transfer of fleas. I'll just have to do a very good disinfecting job after he leaves, which I always do, but for fleas, we go a little bit more in depth just to make sure that we're not transferring fleas to other clients or to my own dogs for that matter. I've had clients bring me their dogs before and say they left their previous groomer because their dog got fleas. And this is a perfect example of how that's not the groomer's fault. Yes, we do have to disinfect, but flea eggs and fleas are very, very small and they can hide in a lot of places. So understand that if somebody brings their dog in with fleas, Exhibit A, and you have other dogs in the salon at the same time getting groomed, fleas jump. It's very easy to get to your dog. So it's not really the groomer's fault. In reality, it is the owner's fault because their pets should be on preventative. Because if you bring your pet to the groomer and they're on preventative, it won't matter if there's a dog in here with fleas because they won't take home fleas because they're on preventative. If they aren't on preventative, then unfortunately, you have a situation like this where it's almost impossible to avoid. For me, it's possible to avoid because there's nobody else here today, but for most other grooming salons, that's not the case. Also important to keep in mind that I understand those who don't use flea medication. I understand how you are worried about putting chemicals on your pet and having that chemical go into the bloodstream. I get it, so no judgments if you don't, but please do not blame a grooming salon for giving your pet fleas because there's not much we can do. We can try our best to disinfect, but that does not mean that we're going to be able to prevent the transfer of fleas. And this flea survived, this jerk. He's probably hiding inside of his ears because I don't put flea shampoo inside the ear. Hear me. It would be so much easier to do this if you could hear me, so I could try talking to you. He's very good for the body and the back legs, but I do think doing his paws and his front legs are going to be challenging. And you know what? If they don't look that great, I really don't care. Something tells me this old man just really wants to go home to his bed. This is definitely going to be challenging. It's okay. I know you can't hear me, but I'm still going to talk to you. Okay, that was a lot better than I thought it was gonna go. You had some matting in there though. Stay. I'm gonna go to the other side. Since he already has the muzzle on, I'm just gonna do the front leg on the other side first before I take it off and finish the rest of his back end. I know. Sorry. I tried to be fast. No, you gotta wait. We'll see if I can get him to let me do a little bit more of the face. If not, we did what we could, and it is what it is. Hey. You have food stuck under your bib. Under your chin, I meant. Boy, you can't hear me, but I'm still gonna say good boy. Before I go ahead and press my luck, I think I'm just going to put down the scissors because I did a lot more than I thought I was going to be able to do. It took me 1 hour and 40 minutes to complete Max. He is looking and feeling a lot better. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a hard one to watch because he's so old and obviously fragile and in pain, but he did really well, and now we know that for the rest of his days at least, he's going to feel a lot better than he did before he came in. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you again in a few days.